Alright, we got my first look at the new Season 4 patch of the Bazaar today, and it's looking absolutely crazy. We got to check out the new cards from Vanessa Tech and Pigmallian's toy expansion, so let's get right into it. Starting out with Vanessa's Tech, we got 10 new cards. First one being Bladed Hoverboard. It's a medium no cooldown item that gives adjacent items cooldown reduction, like the star chart. But instead of crit chance, it deals damage every time an adjacent item is used. Pair this with fast scaling weapons or aquatics, and it goes nuts. Number 2, Cauterizing Blade. The median 5-second weapon has the quest tag from the last expansion. Once you slow or haste 10 times, it gains damage and burn based on what you completed. Combo this with some shot glasses or dive weights, depending on your build. Could even outscale Mantis Strip in the end with all the large haste items. Number 3, Cyber-Sai. It's a medium 5-second weapon. Starts with 10% crit chance, and your first 3 crits make you invincible for 1 second. We've seen this on Max Memento Mori or Invulnerability Potion, but this is the first time Vanessa's got an invulnerability item. So it should be fun seeing how this works in the future. Next, we got Dart Launcher. A small 4-second ammo weapon. If adjacent to a slow or poison item, it gains that effect. Like Sword Cane, but potentially stronger, especially in slow setups. And since it's a small item, it could be more useful than Sword Cane in the late game. Next, we got Integrated HUD. A small no cooldown item that gives the item to the right of this crit chance, and if that item crits, it slows. And since it doesn't say weapon, this could work with poison, fire, or other niche builds instead of just going a one weapon build on Vanessa. Next is Kusigami, a 6-second small weapon and slow. With the extra effect, when you slow or crit, this and adjacent weapons gain damage for the fight. I already see a combo coming together with this and an integrated HUD, comboing crit and slow to pump out fat numbers with weapons that don't normally scale and just slow them to death in between. Next, we got Onimask, a medium 8-second burn item, charges when you slow, and when you crit, all your burn items gain burn. Since this goes down in cooldown, at gold, it's 6 seconds. That's 3 stacks of burn will charge this and go off. That's insane at gold. Next, we got Shuriken, a small 8-second ammo weapon and slow. This is crazy because it uses all ammo in one shot and multicast based on ammo. So 8 ammo equals a 1-second burst technically, like Atlanta, but this can go even further beyond, which is crazy. Next, we got Stealth Glider, a large no cooldown item, gives all your items crit chance, and you're invincible for the first 3 seconds of each fight. But the first time you use an item, you lose all your damage reduction. I see this is risky more, but it has the potential in some slower decks for sure. Lastly, for Vanessa, we got Wetware, a medium 8-second shield item that gains shield when you use a weapon and has reduced cooldown if another tech item is on the board. This seems like a diving rates, but focus on offense with defense blending in. Next, we got Pigmallian's new toy expansion. Firstly, we got Premium Piggles, a small no cooldown item that gives adjacent small items cooldown reduction and value when at the start of a fight. Also, like the other Piggles, when you win a fight, you get a Premium Piggle. So at the first look, this is just an Ice Lunge on crack. It starts out, doesn't have to activate, but Ice Lunge is probably better at Diamond. But crazy thing is, I think the normal Piggles will upgrade these Premium Piggles too. But if you're lucky enough, you might hit a Diamond Premium Piggle on day 3. which could be insane to reroll or just play if it's good enough. Speaking of premium Piggles, got new red, orange, yellow, and green. Each gives a stat based on the color: damage, burn, shield, or health. The cooldown is reduced by 1% per stat given. Has a slow start, but scales crazy with upgrades and combos in the later cards, so could be really good. Next is the new medium non-cooldown shield item, which is another value stacker for Pig. At the start of each fight, adjacent items gain +2 value. If this works outside being on your board, we have something giving at least 8 value per day, even though it's spread between 2 items. This is more reliable than most value items because you will always fight 2 people, and maybe even 3 some days. Another effect is that when you use an item with value over 10 shield, which can be scaled by other objects. Say combine this with a money tree as fast as you are healing. You can combine this with a money tree. Now as fast as you are healing, you can be shielding. Or just gain insane amounts of just shield with other items. Potential is crazy. Next is the 10-second medium item, Money Furnace. Next is the 10-second medium burn item, Money Furnace. At first look, burn equal to this item's value just seems like a worse Kulas, but the effect has a different thing to it. At the start of each fight, spend 5 gold to increase this item's value by 3. And if it is your only property, it has double value in combat. So, with these effects, it might be one of the toughest items to play in the new expansion. Not only is it going to eat all your money, it has to be the only property on the board. So no money tree for defense, fort to help you live, and game multicast. There's no need for a balcony to double this item's value, so you can have other items to help with that now instead. So maybe if you combine it with the Kulas, a rice baller, or orange premium Piggles, you can find yourself a crazy burn pig this patch. So I'm excited for that. Next is one of the large pig items. 6 seconds, Piggle Storm Gaming House. This gives your weapons, shields, heal, and burn items a set amount each ring. And when you use a toy friend, this gets charged by 2 seconds. This card's going to be going off crazy with right item combos. This doesn't say adjacent, it's any toy. So you can have 7 other toys on your board charging this insanely fast. Or have a yo-yo and they just fucking scale off each other. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to find ourselves some infinite builds real quick with all this. Next, we got the medium 7-second item, Piggles Launcher, which does damage, healing, shield, and burn all in one. Also charging when you use a toy. Not adjacent toys, just toys. So have 8 other items or 5 with Piggles Store, and your numbers are going to go insane real quick. The final small item for this expansion is Piggles Protectors. A 6-second item, which starts with double shield, and when you use an adjacent toy, this gains shield for the fight. This might be one of the weakest cards we've seen, but with upgrades, I feel this item scaling could be more crazy than Vanessa's Mr. Richardson's or diving helmet build could ever be. Next is the medium non-cooldown item, Sponsored Apparel, which is at the start of each fight. If this is in play, spend 8 gold to increase the value of all your items by 1. And when you use a toy shield equal to the 1 times that toy's value. So another value gain on this, which could be insane if you think about it. So you have a max of 18 other items in your stash or board at a time. So for 8 gold, you could gain technically 19 gold. So that's a positive 11 gold just on this. And then scaling can also go crazy. Upgrading might be nuts. It says 1 times this value. So maybe at diamond it has 3 times or 2 times, which could be even more insane. Next is streaming setup, a non-cooldown value and crit chance medium item, which doubles the value of your toys during combat, and adjacent toys have crit chance equal to their value. So get 50 value on your adjacent toys, and they have 100% crit chance. Which might be hard to do, but even with 50 crit chance, could be really good. Better than any star chart, at least. Lastly, for the medium items, is another non-cooldown item, Piggles board. And it's probably an on-crack pendulum. So when you upgrade this, it's probably 2 seconds at diamond. Which means instead of just having adjacent item, it does all your toys willy-nilly. Now the last item currently seen for this expansion is the new large non-cooldown item, Tournament Arena, which gives you toys multicast. And at the start of the day, get a toy. So, this is on crack Robotics Factory or Shipwreck. Not only can you find it at silver, it is item generation item, which can give you duplicates of some crazy toys. We're going to see some 4 yo-yo builds coming. It might be hard to fit all these large and medium items together, but I feel most builds would be spamming small toys, which would be insanely broken early and probably late. So, just like good old aquatics and friend builds. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. It's my first look at the new expansion. All imagery was taken from the Bazaar, Kripp, Mr. Fruit, Sunny, or Retromation. So to go check them out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out some videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.